Hi viewers, today I'll talk about the life story of Socrates. So let's start. Two person was searching for a temple named by Delphi. The day was become a little bit not dark and they have to go in this temple in a sometimes. But when they reach there, one of the there are two childs, not a child or 18 or and 17 years old, and then the two childs was the Greek. So by that time, when the one child name is Socrates and another child name is Xenophon. So in this time, when they go into the temple, then they say to the worshipper, "Can I talk with the God?" Then the worshipper said, "Yes, you can talk with them, but you have to go in front of him to the Apollo, to the Apollo the Great, and then you have to tell what you want to know and you have to introduce yourself." So at first, when the bad face means the Socrates, when go there, then Socrates says, "I am Socrates. I don't know anything." So by that time, the telephone also gave and introduced him. So when they introduce themselves, they could make a question that who is the best or who is the knowledgeful man in the whole world. Then the God give a message in the sky that who know him and he knows himself. The name of this person is Socrates, who born in 469 or 463. In this time, the name of his father is Sophronius, and the name of his mother is Phenority. These are the parents of Socrates. So in a childhood, they didn't get the scope to study. Two were his mother and his father was a worker, and they work many kind of works. His father make many kind of statues, and his mother was the nurse. So in this time, when they are busy in working, Socrates didn't study. He go to broke the stones. It was his work. So one day, when he think that if I can get a little knowledge, so that where he can find knowledge, he save the knowledge. So after some years, one day he become lucky because one of a person say him, "What's the name?" And so Socrates talk with him very sweetly and with respectly. So then these people become amazed. Wow, what a nice child. Then when then the person say that I will give you this money that you can study. So when he give, then the Socrates go to a place and where he get a teacher named by Anaxagoras. So when he study with him, then after some days he become arrested from the police station. Then Socrates stop study again. But do you know that Socrates always save some knowledges? Yes, it's right. He always try to save knowledge. So at first, when he added in the military, then after after a long war, he think that he become bored on these things, and he again come to the Athens, and then he always found where the people was crowded, because when the people see him, people become crowded because they gossip with them and they enjoy with them. So day by day, when the day become fast, so when the Socrates think that I have to ask many kind of questions with the people, then they make many kind of questions But when the Socrates questioned them, they become answered. And the Socrates seems like that he don't know any kind of things. He don't know. He is asking that he want to know. So by that time, when he do this kind of work, and then day by day he become a lot, gets a lot of noise from them, but he didn't like the misbehave and over proud of the study, the power. And when any another people show him this kind of things, then he asks many kind of questions. After one question, a lot. So then this man didn't able to answer this question. So the day become past. Socrates become more popular. Then the people of the Athens think that we should take another village also, that is Sparta. Yeah, we
Power
will
দেবো।
take the Sparta. But when they fight with them, then the Sparta become winner. But the Sparta didn't take all the powers of them. They collect 30 people that then they give the government of the Athens. So in this time, day after day, one people become arrested in the police station because he broke many kind of statues. But there was a good relation with this person and to Socrates. Then the 30 become angry. What is the matter of it? Why? Then Socrates talk with him. So day by day, many kind of incident happen like that. But after some days, the 30 declared that Socrates cannot meet um, under the 27 years old people. He have to talk more than it. So then the Socrates think, yeah, okay, no problem. So this time Socrates didn't do any kind of work, and but when these 30 people give a fault, a political fault, then the another people give, or the government of the Sparta give a message that all the political problem will be solved, that any who have blamed, they will have no punishment. So in this time they didn't give that. So after some days, when they become more angry and really think that this is the time to make him false, but one of the people who planned these things at first, the name of this person is Mentos. So after some times, when the 30 think that we can give him blame, when we will say he is breaking the religion, he is trying to make a new god, then all the people of the Athens will become angry. So when they do that, then then there's a vote, and in this vote the Socrates become less because there were 501 people, but 281 people disvoted him and 220 people voted him. So in this time he became lost. But before of this vote, he gave an speech, in which speech he said, I never done a work that the problem will happen with you. I always try to do how can I improve all the human beings. And I always try that not for me, only for the people of all the Athens. So now, but after this long speech, he didn't get any kind of vote. But after the vote, he gave a speech again, in which speech he said, we should always think that the God does not say any kind of lie word. They always try to make the people of this place, and they do the good work for the human beings. But then the people disvoted him more. So when he get two options, that he has to die, and or he has to say this is my fault, so I won't say that again. But Socrates said that my things is logical. So day by day, when he become the blamer, the people think that he is blamer. Then he go to the prison, and one of his friend Crito, and Crito say that you can go, Crito and Plato, and they say that you can go outside, and that we can make things that we will give money to the police, that they can make a road that you can go another country, so you can be alive. But Socrates says, rule is for all the people. So if I do that, then that would mean this is a fault of me. So I won't go. I only think my things are logical, not they are talking. And Socrates has also said, when I get those messages from the skies, then I'm confused. Why the God is telling me the best people of the world? And when I try to research that, all of the places, when I say to a singer, then they say that we are the best people. When I say to another person's people, they also say we are the best. So all of the people say him best, but only the Socrates say, I don't know anything. I only save the knowledges. So this kind of, so when he become a blamer on him after, at first he's prison. When he go to prison, then the next day he will become die, because some people will take amycol poison and he have to drink that. But there is a religious festival, so that this punishment will become after 30 days. So then when after 30 days he go, but in this 30 days he can go out of the prison, but he have to give 3,000 drachma. But when the Plato say, I have given I have given this drachma, you have to go out, that you can enjoy these days. But Socrates say, and with the fun, if they take 100 drachma. So this all the story of the Socrates are sad. But when the people take with the poisons, that then the people are also crying. And when the main people come with the poison, then he was crying a lot. And all of his followers and also the friends of his are crying. But when he drink these things, then he become poisoned. At first he walks sometimes, and then when he become weak, then he fall down in the ground. And then the Plato said, if you have the last hope you want to do, then Socrates say to the Crito that please pay those monies to the Asclepius, because I have borrowed a hen from him. So this time Socrates is not sharing any kind of words. In other words, he has become dead. His eyes has become stopped. Now he is dead. So this all the story, he in all the time he didn't become clever. He always tried to make himself best, and there is no any kind of wantonness of money. When his father, when his friend want to give him a big piece of a ground, then he said, I only need one shoe, but not a lot of place. I want only a place that I can live. So then after these things, the metaphors, when do this work, then after some days all of the people of this place, means in this place all the people suicide, some people suicide.
Mentos.
And the Mantus was killed by the public, because the public killed him. And then all of the people think there is no goodness live in the world. So in this time, when Mantus become dies, then another 30 people and the another 29 people also suicide by many kind of works, and they become so much sad. And in this time, when they see that what we have done, we have killed a person who is the best over all the world. And for this reason, all the atheist people become sad. But two people is alive, the Plato and his student or named by uh,
Nico, na?
and the Plato. And the Socrates student was Plato, and the Plato's student was
Aristotle.
Aristotle. So when Aristotle, then this the two people is alive. So now all of the people are happy, and now when we remember those days, we become sad, and when we know about that, we will also become sad. So this is the sad story of Socrates, and he has done all of this work to prove him that he is talking the truth. So, this is the history of Socrates. Thank you.